You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25 on KPVM on the Ace Country Radio Network and streaming at kpvm.tv. It's Tuesday, January 30th. In our top story, early this morning, a juvenile is struck by a vehicle while riding a bike in the southwest of Las Vegas. Anthony Roberts has more on this story.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
Today, January 30th, at approximately 7:47 in the morning, a juvenile riding a bicycle was struck by a vehicle in the southwest side of the Las Vegas Valley. According to the police report, the crash took place near the intersection of Cactus Avenue and Cliff Lake Street. The juvenile was rushed to UMC with life-threatening injuries. The driver of the vehicle in the crash remained on scene and was not suspected of any impairment. The crash scene is currently under investigation, and drivers are asked to avoid the area. News 25 will have more on the story as it develops.
In international news, additional information is released about workers terminated under suspicion of working with Hamas. Arche Camacho has details.
Today, on January 30th, more information was released regarding the 12 UNRWA workers who were terminated under the suspicion of taking part in the October 7th attack that ignited the Israel-Hamas war. According to documents, 9 of the 12 accused were teachers, and 1 was a social worker. 7 of the employees were accused of crossing into Israel on the day of the attack, as well as 1 being accused of taking part in a kidnapping. Another one of the individuals was accused of helping to take away a dead soldier, and 3 others were accused of participating in the attacks. 10 of the terminated employees were listed to have ties to Hamas, and 1 was listed to have ties to the Islamic Jihad militant group. According to the documents, 2 of the 12 accused were killed. Meanwhile, the United Nations has called for funding to be resumed to the UNRWA, as they believe the entire agency should not be punished for the alleged actions of 12 of its workers. The Norwegian Refugee Council, Oxfam, and Save the Children have also called for the funding to be restored, due to the UNRWA being the main provider of aid to the Palestinian people, especially since the war began. While the U.S. is one of many countries that have temporarily frozen funding for the UNRWA, National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby has potentially left the door open for a resumption of aid contingent on the findings of the investigation. He went on to state that it would be wrong to impugn the good work of a whole agency because of the potential bad actions done by a small number. I think a lot of it's going to depend on what the investigation finds and what accountability measures and corrective measures UNRWA is willing to make. Meanwhile, Israeli forces conducted an attack on a hospital within the West Bank, the second of Palestine's 2 territories. Israeli forces, disguising themselves as civilian women, killed 3 Palestinian militants who were in a hospital. According to the Israeli military, the 3 men were using the hospital as a hideout, and at least one of them were planning an attack. Hamas has also confirmed that the 3 men were a part of their organization. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, the Israeli forces opened fire inside of the hospital's wards and has called on the international community to stop Israel's operations within hospitals.
Senators Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez Masto join a bipartisan group of senators sending a letter commemorating the Medicare Advantage program.
On January 29th, it was announced by Senators Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez Masto that they have joined a bipartisan group of senators in order to send a letter expressing support for the Medicare Advantage program. The Medicare Advantage program is a capitated program for providing Medicare benefits in the United States, meaning that those a part of the program will pay a predictable, upfront amount of money to cover the predicted cost of all or some of the healthcare services a patient may receive over a set set period of time. The senators involved urged the administration to ensure the stability for the Medicare Advantage program, encouraging planned performance transparency to help consumers better assess value and moving forward with reforms that address predatory marketing practices. In the letter, the senators wrote, "As the administration considers updates for plan year 2025, we request that you ensure payment and policy stability for the Medicare Advantage program to protect and strengthen this critical choice for current and future Medicare beneficiaries. Looking to the future, we believe that every American eligible for Medicare should receive accurate and timely information about the cost and quality of their coverage options."
Well, unfortunately, it is the end of an era. A closing date for the Tropicana Las Vegas is officially announced. Malky Ruhan reports.
The Tropicana Las Vegas has officially announced its closing date, as officials plan the next steps in the Oakland Athletics' upcoming move to the city. In a statement released Monday morning, Bally's confirmed the casino would cease operations on April 2nd, 2024 in preparation for the decommissioning and demolition of the structures. The demolition is slated to make room for the Athletics' proposed 30,000-seat ballpark. Bally's will begin to close out all hotel bookings and relocate all customer reservations booked beyond its expected closing date of April 2nd. Visitors can visit the Tropicana Las Vegas website to learn more about existing and future hotel bookings, players' club rewards, and gambling transactions at casinos.ballys.com/Tropicana-Las-Vegas.
In more entertainment news, local singer-songwriter Sophie Love stopped by KPVM to tell us all about her new hit single, Let's Run Away Together.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sophie Love. I've been doing music since I was about 6 years old, and I was in plays and always singing and just singing in the car. So I've been doing it for a long time, and I had a voice coach, Miss Patty V, and she coached me for about 3 years, and she was preparing me for Pepper J and John Michael Ferrari, and one day I got Pepper J's number, and they took me on, and I've been with them for about 3 years now, and I've been loving it, and that's ever since I got with Pepper J and John Michael Ferrari. It's been pretty serious for me, going all the way with my career. My new single, Let's Run Away, it's my first single, and it's about me and my best friend, Shay. And we talk about our feelings and our problems and how we just wish we could escape them for one night. And that's what it's based off of.
Let's run away for tonight. Leave all the problems far behind. We're both hurting deep inside. Let's run away. Run away.
You could go to my YouTube, Sophie Love Official, all one, no spaces, just Sophie Love Official. And you could go to Spotify, just look up Let's Run Away by Sophie Love, and you could really find it on any streaming platform there is. Me and John Michael Ferrari and Pepper J, we're all going on a Smoky Mountain tour in Nashville, just singing all over the place. It's going to be fun.
All right, don't grab that remote. We have much more local and national news right after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, if you're looking for some entertainment this weekend, the Woven Mic will be held at the Rhinestone Bar here in town. So News 25 is speaking with our local version of Cupid, who's hosting the event.
Yeah, so this Sunday, February 4th, we're doing the Woven Mic. It's we do it like three times, 4 times a year. It's a variety show. Lots of local bands and talent all perform. It's a fun evening. This time is going to be our Valentine's Day theme. So I'll be your host as Cupid. So it should be pretty fun. It's going to be at Rhinestone starting at 5:30 on Sunday evening. We've had like experimental noise before. There's solo ukulele. There's poetry. We've had comedy. magic, just any kind of act that you can imagine, any kind of art form. We have Breck and Dave. They're like a really heavy metal band. They play usually every time. Local bands come and show off. So it's a lot of fun. It's a good way to get the community together and do art together. That's a bar. Yeah, it's next to. We do book the acts in advance. We're all booked up right now. But if you really want to perform, I would encourage you to show up, because sometimes people don't show up. So we might be able to fit you in. Come hang out and have some get shot by Cupid.
And turning back now to local news on the Strip, the New York Hotel and Casino is hosting its annual St. Baldrick's Day event, which helps fight against childhood cancer.
The New York Hotel and Casino will celebrate 15 years of bringing the community together in the fight against childhood cancer and its annual St. Baldrick's Day. The head shaving event will take place on the Brooklyn Bridge from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, March 16th. The event is free and open to the public. Those wish to brave a shave by a celebrity shaver can register online or on site the day of the event. Guests of all ages are invited to enjoy a day of family-friendly entertainment, including live music and activities, while raising funds for childhood cancer research efforts. For more information on the event and how to contribute, visit newyork.mgmresorts.com.
Also on the Strip, the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign is changing colors in order to celebrate Black History Month, which starts this Thursday, February 1st.
In celebration of Black History Month, the Welcome to Las Vegas sign will be changing colors to red, black, and green. Clark County Commissioner William McCurdy II will be present at the ceremony, honoring several organizations and individuals such as Valley View Community Cares, Oboto Collective, King of Jewels, AK's Closet, DJ Thump, and Cloves for Kids. McCurdy went on to state that the welcome sign is an iconic representation of Las Vegas, which makes it a fitting location to kick off Black History Month. I ask all of Greater Las Vegas and Clark County to come together to celebrate the contributions and accomplishments of African Americans across this great land.
And in today's Valley Electric Association segment, we're discussing how VEA works diligently together with its partners to provide the best service they can to members of the co-op.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
A lot of times people don't realize what it takes to get this done. Valley Electric, we're just a slice of the population, but our slice is full of dedicated people that have spent their lives being dedicated to what we do. It's not, people see us go out and turn on the power or change the pole out, and they don't realize everything that goes behind it. We have people in the front office doing the billing, answering questions from consumers, and then the mechanics and all the system operations. And all these people are experts. I couldn't walk into any one of those jobs and do their job, and it's all those experts coming together. That's what it takes to get it done. And even just something as simple as an outage, it comes through the front office. The front office looks at it and they send it over to system operations. System operations pings the meters and verifies the outage size before they even call us. And then of course we can't do any of that if we don't have reliable equipment, which the mechanics take care of that. Engineering is another one that's often overlooked. They look at future growth and loading and different fault currents and all sorts of stuff that the rest of us take for granted. We feel this is our community, and we feel a strong tie to that and a strong responsibility with that. It's the people here that are devoted to what we do that really makes it work. We're not perfect, but somehow we can all come together. So we just keep working until it gets done. It's really a lot more impressive than people give it credit for.
News News on the upcoming political caucus and more when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, if you're looking for a lovely little four-legged friend, Tressa Wask from Pets Are Worth Saving is sharing with us the adorable little Henry. He might be a little shy, but he's definitely worth all the love.
Hi, this is Henry. He is 9 years old. He came to us when his owner had to go into hospice. He's a really sweet little boy. He's a Scottish Terrier mix. He's a little shy at first when you first meet him, but after that, he's all over you. He'd probably be good in an older folks' home, but he has done well with children. He can be a runner. If you let your guard down and he gets out, he will run. So we recommend somebody having a yard with a fence. He's not neutered yet. We are working on that, but he's up to date on all of his shots. Our adoption fees are for any dog over a year old is $100, and that includes a spay and neuter, microchipping, and all the shots. For puppies under 8 months is $300, same thing, shots, spay and neuter, microchipping, and over 7 months is $200 for same thing. And then our cats are $85. They get the shots and spay and neuter, microchipping. You can meet Henry by calling 775-253-5051 or go into our store at 520 East Street behind Wells Fargo, Suite C, or going on Facebook, Pets Are Worth Saving group, and seeing our animals there. Also, our webpage at nevadapaws.com has all of our animals listed and a little information about them there.
Leo Blendo with the Nye County Republican Party is talking about the upcoming caucus.
I'm Chairman Leo Blendo of the Nye County Republican Party. The question I'd like to answer for you is why Trump and DeSantis are not on your mail ballot. We at the Republican Party believe in election integrity and are conducting a presidential precinct meeting and caucus. For over 40 years, we have selected our presidential nominee via the caucus. We are personally inviting you to participate by attending the presidential precinct meeting and caucus on February 8th, 2024 at the Bob Roode Community Center starting at 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. We have locations in Amargosa Valley at Amargosa Community Center, Beatty at Beatty Community Center, Tonopah at Tonopah Convention Center, and Round Mountain at the Donald Simpson Community Center. For more information, text JOIN to 877-780-8356.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at Artist Palette in Death Valley. Look at those beautiful blue skies framing the mountains there. And we'll take a closer look at the Pahrump Valley and beyond in your weather after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Good evening, Nevada.
I'm Roy Rossell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV. Now let's take a look at Nevada. Up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 61 degrees, Fallon at 62, Carson City is also at 62, and then it drops down to 60 degrees in Tonopah. Goldfield is 61 degrees and Beatty jumps up to 69 degrees, Amargosa at 73, and Las Vegas at 72 degrees. And of course, then there's Death Valley, of course, having to be in the 80s at 81. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 66 degrees. The high today was 72 degrees. The humidity today was 33%, and the sun rose at 6:46 this morning and set at 5:08 p.m. The low tonight is 45 degrees, and the humidity jumped up to 51%. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast, tomorrow looks like it's going to be the only nice day at 70 degrees, and then it drops down to the 50s throughout the entire week. And on Thursday, it looks like there's going to be a really high chance of rain into the weekend. So everybody make sure to bust out your umbrellas and stay dry. Okay, back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. Good to see you there on weather. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks for tuning in. And I'd like to give an acknowledgement and send my thoughts and prayers to Ollie Gentry, Hazel Gentry, and Giselle Gentry in the untimely passing of Kevin Gentry while traveling on business overseas. May you rest in peace. I love you, Kevin. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Hug your loved ones, and we'll see you on the air next time. Good night.